Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, welcome back to another episode of Bad Beast Barbecue. Hey, today I want to show you a couple of adjustments or modifications I did to my pit barrel cooker to try to work out and alleviate the problem where a lot of people say that their charcoal basket, the fire would go out or the heat would diminish as the food dripped down onto the coals. And I've had that problem myself sometimes where I had to crack the lid to get more airflow in there to get the temperature back up and maintain that 275-degree temperature that the pit barrel cooker is famous for. Okay, so we did two things today, two modifications, and we're going to see how they work out. We're going to do some ribs in it today, and let me go ahead and show you the two modifications that we did. All right, guys, so the first modification actually came by accident. We had one of those ceramic fireplaces up on the deck, and we kept it outside during the wintertime, and it cracked, and we had to get rid of it. But I kept the stand that was holding the ceramic cooker. I mean, the ceramic fireplace, okay? As you guys know, this is the stand that comes with the pit barrel cooker, and it raises the pit barrel cooker off the ground maybe about 4.5 inches, okay? But what was nice is that, a lucky find is the fact that the ring that holds the ring that held our ceramic fire place was about the same circumference as the ring that came with the pit barrel cooker. So what this does is this actually raises the pit barrel cooker off the ground to about 9 inches, which is cool. So you have to bend so far down to put the fire basket in it, and it raises it up, which eases some of the workload sometimes. Okay, so that's a simple modification. I don't know if you can get these things from your local hardware store or what have you. So, but like I said, this was just left over from a ceramic fireplace that got broke during the wintertime, and it worked out great. Okay, so let me show you guys modification number 2. All right, guys, so here's the fire basket or charcoal basket for the pit barrel cooker. And as you can see, it's got a solid wall, okay? And like most UDSs or barrel cookers, all of this is made out of some type of mesh where airflow can go back and forth, all right? And if you look at the space in between the ash catcher and the opening, it's probably about a little bit bigger than 1/4 of an inch in width, okay? And most of this solid wall here faces the opening on the pit barrel cooker. And so depending on the sea level that you're at, that's how wide open the hole should be, okay? And so where I'm located, it's supposed to stay exactly where it is, almost closed with that quarter moon shape at the bottom, all right? But to me, I'm thinking that the airflow is being obstructed some kind of way. I can't prove it, but this is going to be a theory of mine. So what we're going to do here is I am going to, instead of locking it into the ash catcher in these notches, we're going to sit it on top of the notches, okay? And I measured it, and what happens is that it opens up the space here in between the ash catcher and the actual charcoal basket another 3/4 of an inch, okay? And it moves it up above that airflow opening. So hopefully the airflow will run underneath the basket and then provide airflow to maintain the fire no matter what's going on with drippings or what have you. So we're going to put all that to the test today. We're going to see exactly how that works. We're going to cook like that for a couple of weeks, and we're going to come back and tell you if that's a viable solution. If so, I may find some way to permanently attach the charcoal basket to the ash catcher and leaving that space open. So hey, no further talk. Let's go ahead and get to cooking. All right, guys, so as you can see, we're done with our cook. My verdict on the secondary modification of raising the charcoal basket. So far, it seems to have worked. I only ran into one moment during the 4-hour cook where the pit barrel seemed to lose its fire, but I think that was attributed more to charcoal configuration than it was to airflow. Once I went in and pushed some coals back together, it ran beautifully. Seems like the extra airflow helped out tremendously, okay? It didn't get overly hot, and it seemed to have maintained its temperature. Raising it up 3/4 of an inch didn't do anything additional to the ribs. They cooked just fine. And so just to recap, all we did was took the notches on the bottom of the charcoal basket and we set them on top of the notches of the ash catcher instead of locking them in, which theoretically raised the charcoal basket up 3/4 of an inch off the bottom of the pit barrel cooker, giving you more airflow underneath the charcoal, okay? Well, hey, let me know what you think about this solution and any other modifications that you guys might have done or suggested or thought of for the pit barrel cooker. If you're interested in the pit barrel cooker, hey, check out the guys at pitbarrelcooker.com. I'll put the contact information in the description box and down here at the bottom of the screen, okay? And that's it. And if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you on board, okay? If you got any questions or comments, please feel free. Yep. So like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If it's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there. As always, hey, we'll see you guys around the smoker. But the PBC can cook the hell out of some ribs. Love it.